Welcome to Max's Realty Group, your path to success. Refining your skills as a real estate agent. It is very important that you understand that there are a number of skills you must develop every single day in order for you to be successful as a real estate agent. Abraham Lincoln said a long time ago that you cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. And those skills have to be refined every single day, because that is the cumulative amount of refining of these skills every single day what is going to make the difference for you 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and 10 years from now. So we're going to talk about one major important aspect for you to be able to be a good real estate agent, a successful real estate agent. It's about your purpose in life. Because to achieve greatness, you must have a purpose. Why are you doing this? Why are you wanting to become a real estate agent? Or why are you working as a real estate agent? You must ask yourself. It's not just to have a little extra money and that is it. You have to have a reason why. And that reason has to be known by you, and you have to remind yourself that this is really what is going to drive you every day to make sure you refine those skills every single day. Know your why. And your why is exactly what your purpose is. And this why is and always will be the driving force behind everything you'll ever do. So to recap, you understand the purpose. When I'm talking to you about the purpose, the why of what exactly is the reason why you're doing extra things, because I know you have a full-time job and I know you have some other things that you must do. Why are you taking the time to become a real estate agent? Why are you trying to do this? And I hope it's not just money. You're trying to say, I have to have extra money, because you can go and, get a job at the mall and get more money. There has got to be another reason why your purpose is. And this is the why that you must find within yourself, because it is what's going to be the accountability for yourself to be able to go forward on a daily basis. And the best accountability I ever found myself is when you imagine your child asking you, is this the best you can do to make sure I am safe and secure? You know, if that doesn't drive you, I don't know what else could. Because it does to me. Because I imagine my child asking me that. So every day I must remind myself, why am I doing this? Why am I working until late hours at night? Why am I getting up early in the morning? Why am I following a direct path to wherever I want to become or wherever I want to go to? And I'm doing it day by day basis. And sometimes it's hard. You may feel sick, you may feel lazy, you may feel whatever. But the accountability that you must have from your purpose, it is also associated with something that you may have a mental image of somebody asking you, like your child, is this the best you can do? And of course, you want the best for your child. So that is going to be your purpose for yourself. And the only person that you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. It is those building your skills that are on a daily basis what is going to accumulate to become the best real estate agent you can be. And understand that it takes time, it takes patience, but I can assure you, you can get there. So now we're going to talk about what are those skills that you must learn. And I actually thought about this for a long time, and I did do a lot of research to be able to find out what I think is the most important factors to be able to become a best real estate agent you can be. And I separated them into 5 different types of skills. The number 1 is the technical skills. Number 2 is the job specific skills. Number 3, your people skills. Number 4, your business skills. And your number 5, the management skills. And if you can imagine, all these skills are like pillars. There are 5 pillars that are actually going to be the foundation of your business. And that is what is going to give you the family, the love, the money, the happiness, and the legacy that you're going to have in your life at the end. So in order for you to be able to get the best possible return on all the sacrifices you're making as a real estate agent now, I want you to understand that building these 5 pillars of the different types of skills that you must need so you can be a complete business person, a complete real estate person, so you can create exactly what you're looking for. So we're going to talk about every one of these skills in detail, and at the end of this course, I can assure you, you're going to know exactly what you need to do every single day. And we're going to talk about your technical skills. The technical skills are basically what are composed of the computers, the internet, your basic skills that are most likely you already developed, but you have a few more that you need to learn. Those technical skills are very important for you, and we're going to have a very detailed course about this. The job-specific skills. This is your ability to follow and stick to a plan. If you don't have the patience to be able to do that, and if you want to become rich, or you want everything all in one platter, and you want this thing to happen next week, this is not the job for you. I can assure you. You have to follow a detailed plan that's going to take weeks, months, and sometimes years to get you where you need to be. But you must be able to stick to your plan. You cannot be easily distracted to different places, different areas, and at the end, you end up achieving nothing. Your people skills. This is another area we want to be really understanding exactly how you can be a better salesperson. Suffice to say that my main consideration every time I teach anybody about people skills is how you make people feel. Your personality, the way you talk to them, the way you make them feel, is really the only thing that matters. And this applies also to your own love life, to your own life with your spouse, to your children, to your family members. How do you make them feel when you are around them? And if you start switching that position from them and actually seeing yourself from their point of view, and asking yourself, how do they feel when they're talking to you? How do they feel when you are experiencing a moment with them? And that part of the people skills has to be developed to a certain point where you are always aware. How are you making people feel when you're talking to them? Whether it's just for a 5-second period or a long affair that may take hours, days, weeks. Always be aware how you make people feel. The business skill, that's another area that a lot of people lack. You may be good at selling, you may be good at following a plan and being able to stick to it, but when it comes to business skills, very few people know the importance of for example, of the P&L sheet, your profit and loss. You need to understand exactly where you are at all times. You cannot be spending time, money, and sacrificing a lot of things on things that you already should know that it may not be working for you. You must understand that you have to write everything that's happening in your business so you can study it and making sure that you are not going to repeat mistakes and you are going to repeat successes. And this is the part that you need to understand, because one of the things that we do is making a review, let's say after a 12-month period, to find out what are the things that brought you the last 3 or 4 or 5 transactions. And we start analyzing every one of them. How do they come to you? What did you do in order for you to gain that lead? What did you do to be able to gain their trust so you can do a transaction? And that is exactly what we're talking about, the business skills, because then when you start finding out the core of that part where you have done the right things to gain the trust from these people so they can do the service that you want to do and make money, then we need to replicate that. And then business skills is basically the same thing. When it comes down, you're spending money, for example, for some ads, you're putting on Facebook or putting ads on Craigslist or doing something with a networking, or you're spending money on some type of training. You have to have accountability for every single dollar you spend, because that is really what is going to depend how you're going to grow as a real estate person. You are not going to become a great real estate person if you don't spend money, you don't invest money on yourself, for your self-development, and for your business skills, to making sure that you do the right job. And I can assure you, you're either going to spend money or you're going to spend a lot of time trying to learn it yourself. And finally, we're talking about the time management skills that show up earlier than anticipated, but I wanted to also mention to you that what occupies your time, that's what pays you. And that's a very important thing that you need to remember, because a lot of people are wondering, why am I not making enough money? Why I'm not making the right things, or I'm doing the right things, or I'm making the right calls, I'm making the right notes and making sure that people know about me, but why it's not happening for me? It's because maybe sometimes, we occupy with other things that are more important than your business. And I'm just saying, if you really want to make money in real estate agent, as in a real estate world, you have to spend time in real estate every single week. You cannot do this on a part-time basis. As a matter of fact, you will never end up anywhere with that. You have to have allocated time to make sure that you're concentrating on nothing else but real estate. And I'm going to show you what are those times that is expected from you, especially if you're working with Maxus Realty Group. But at the same time, I want to also show you that the minimum amount we should be doing every single week. And I don't care what occupies your time. You can be an avid TV watcher. You can be a person that goes running 40, 60 miles per day, and that is really what occupies your time. You can be working out, or you can be doing something else, maybe volunteering or whatever. But when it comes to real estate, please make sure that you're 100% on the times when you're occupying your time doing the business of real estate. I want to thank you one more time for taking the chance on us with Maxus Realty Group. I want to show you all the right steps so you can have all your skills developed in order for you to become a successful real estate agent. And thank you, and I can't wait to tell you about the next videotape. Have a great day.